Bad news, risk, and uncertainty. And I would like to ask you, what are the differences between the three words? Bad news, usually when you talk about bad news, is something that has happened in the past. It's a fact. Okay? Of course, you can, if it's not a bad news, it's not a fact, it's something that may or may not happen in the future. It's not yet a bad news. It may happen or may not happen. We don't know. But, so bad news usually is related to something that has happened. And the other side is risk. What is the difference between risk and uncertainty? What is uncertainty? Let's take two things, okay? Something may, will not happen, or something that it will happen. So, let's give you an example, a simple one. America will travel to the moon. That will not happen. Never, never. Okay? I'm too chubby to go in a small rocket, so never. Will never happen. So this is something that is certain. It will never happen. Or I would say, America will eat dinner today. Well, of course I will. Okay? I will. So this is another thing. It will happen for sure. 100% sure that that thing will happen. But there are things, not in the present, not in the past, but in the future, things that might or might not happen. Those things are uncertain things. Uncertain things. First, because it is in the future. Okay? It is in the future. Okay? It's in the future. It will, we don't know if it will happen. So uncertainties are not facts. Uncertainty is something that might or might not happen. If I say that something might happen, I can bring the concept that that thing has a probability of happening or occurring. Okay? So that's a probability. So when you talk about risks, every risk is a uncertain event. Is an uncertain event that might or might not, may or may not happen in the future. If I say that, I can say that that is a probability of happen. You may have a high probability of happening or a low probability of happening. That's a very important concept to understand risk. But now, what is the difference between uncertainty and risk? The difference is risks. I'll put here. Risks are uncertainties that has consequences. Uncertainty that has consequences. So risk is uncertainty. So I'll be repeating that during the class. We'll be doing 2 questions to identify a risk. Is question number 1. Oh, that's not working. Question number 1. Is the event uncertainty? Is the event uncertainty? So if you say yes, oh, that can be a risk. The second question is, does it has consequences on the project? If you say yes for the 2 questions, that is a risk. Okay? It's a very simple concept, but if you don't understand that, like say, the forecast is saying that tomorrow we have 80% of heavy rains in Brazil. Okay? Okay? Is that a risk? Is that a risk? Well, it is uncertainty. It will be a risk if that has a consequence on your project. If your project is in Canada, there is no consequence, just uncertainty. It's not a risk. Okay? So, uncertainties that affect your project are risk. If that uncertainty doesn't affect the project, it is not a risk. That's the first important concept. Can you describe the picture? What does it mean, that picture? Can you see the picture? Because of bomb, the project date pushed forward. Well, let's say what I'm seeing in the picture, okay? There is one guy that is running. Can you see the guy running? And he didn't start the run yet, but we suppose he will start running until he gets the finish line. That guy, so that guy is doing activity. Run is activity. And so that guy that activity has a duration. Okay? But let's suppose that that guy during the execution of the activity, for some reason, let's say the shoes were not tight, or on his feet, and he may lose the shoes. Can you see he's losing the shoes here? And so he can fall down, and one shoe is there. That's he missed the shoes. His head, okay, and because he didn't tie the shoes very well. Not the bomb. The bomb is just a metaphor, okay? But there is something that happened in the middle. Maybe there is a rock, and maybe there is a bomb. I don't know. But something happened. That is just something that happened, or pay attention, may have happened before. When that guy doing several runnings, that guy run 100 times, but there are two times out of 100 runnings. It means 2%. He has, in 2% of the cases, he lost his running shoes and fall down. In 2% of it. So the next run, so that guy, because I have to solve that problem. I will be hiring a project manager. And that guy say, okay, so the project manager, what's the problem? Oh, the problem is, usually I do my running in 10 seconds. But when I have a problem, until I get up and organize and do things, I take 20 seconds. My shoe fall, and so I fall on the ground, and there is that. Besides, that's very embarrassing for me. And the project manager, so there is a consequence on the result of your activity. There is a consequence, yes. And the project manager, what is the probability? The guy say, oh, I don't know what does it mean probability. I don't know what. I'm a runner. I'm not a mathematician. So I don't know what probability is. So the project manager explains, okay. Don't forget, I'm a good project manager. How many times does the problem happen in your run? Oh, 2 times. Oh, 2 times. How many how many runs have you run in the last 2 years? 100. 100 runs and you have 2 problems. So I would say that the probability is 2%. Probability is 2%. The shoes falling off from his feet, and so that is a uncertain event. It's not always, okay? It's uncertain event. Okay? Because it's happened 2% of it. It has a consequence. What is the consequence? Delays the activity in 10 seconds. And so that is the concept of risk. That is the concept. Is something that may have happened in the past and can happen in the future. And if that thing happens, it will affect the outcome. And that outcome here is the duration. We work hard to help you to get better marks, be prepared for job interviews, and excel in work meetings. You can send your questions in the comment area below. I will be pleased to answer all of them. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe Américo e-Learning.